Alrighty, this is going to be part 2 of Tales of Innocence. It's a Garum ambush, all hands on guard. Whoa, says Ruka. Spada says everyone get down. To think you can deflect a live bullet with that blade, such skill. Remind me to reward you after this. Didn't the Garum forces already retreat? No, they made it seem like they did, only to ambush us the moment we let our guards down. What are you incompetent fools doing? You lot just let them into the barracks. Sir, the fire has mostly been extinguished. With this, we can start subduing. You fool, get down. It came from there, says Spada. Spada says he's strong, probably stronger than us. The sniper says, you with the greatsword. I remember your swordsmanship. Ruka says, you remember? Could you be? He's the death god Hypnos. Ruka, do you remember him? I do, rather, but you're Ashura, aren't you? I was sure that I defeated you the last time we fought, but don't misunderstand, I'm not interested in you at all, I'm just doing my job. Fighting women and children in this war is not in the terms of my contract. Don't get in the way. Are you here to kill us? No, I'm only here to set fire to the camp's resources and assassinate the commander. Not to make small talk with brats like you. If you don't want to die, disappear. Hey, wait. You won't just shoot us because of some past hate, will you? Can you listen to us? I refuse. Didn't I tell you my job is not to talk with brats like you? I may look like I'm dedicated to my work, but I actually hate doing overtime. That's fine, it'd just be for a moment. You see, we wanted to ask people who remember their past life, if you'd like, can you come with us? And he's not even considering it. Darn. And piercing through this tense atmosphere, I appear. You? My, it seems like we have an entertaining guest today. This interesting scenario fills me with fiery jealousy that I cannot help but want to destroy it all. You know this, freak? Hasta, I believe you're not supposed to be in this operation. And here we have this rude idiot butting into my performance. Am I allowed to kill you as punishment? The jury has voted. An overwhelming win for killed, no questions asked. Unfortunately, due to the current state of emergency, the appeal is rejected. Why are you here, Hasta? Are you here to steal something? Question time. Why is Lord Hasta here? To pick flowers? To stroll under the beautiful night sky? Or to deliver an order to ambush troops? It's number 3, though. Wrong. The question isn't finished yet. The right answer is number 4. Out of boredom from not being able to kill anyone, I've decided to visit Professor Ricardo for a knife fight. What a disgrace. Fine, instead of the police, let me, Ricardo, deal with your punishment instead. Leave, you brats, if you don't want to die. Yeah, sure. Professor Ricardo is so cool, it's the first time I've seen such a cool man before. Then let this professor be the last man that you see. Then let me just take this professor's head. Oh my. Some cray-crays appeared. Spada says we should be safe here. What was that guy? Ricardo? No, I'm talking about the other creep. He sure was weird. For some reason, I feel like I met him before. Ruka, are you leaving? Yeah, I think now is the best chance to run away. Oh, well, I'll be lonely. Would you perhaps like to come with us? Why are you deciding this all of a sudden? I'm sorry, I can't, but thanks for the offer. What a shame, says Ruka. Oh my. Ilya says, what the hell are you doing? I'm sure we'll meet again. Here's my good luck charm. See you later, Ruka. Ruka? I can explain. This was her way of saying goodbye, that's all. Not that I care, but we should leave. You're right, time to get moving. Oh, and Ruka, you're free to go back and chase after that lady if you want. Ilya, you're talking kinda weirdly. I'm sure that kiss earlier didn't have some sort of underlying meaning to it. Maybe. Are you jealous? What the hell are you talking about? Damn it, Ruka, you just had to step on a landmine. Ruka, close your eyes and clench your teeth. Don't forget to say your prayers. What? Oh my. We'll be going on ahead. Idiot, get up. If you keep lying around, we're gonna have to leave you behind. Yeah, wait up. Encountering Hypnos, the god of death, has expanded your style. New abilities can now be acquired. Fabulos. Spada says, so what's next? We can't go back home unless we want to risk getting caught by the Deviant Reformation Act. I really need to change that to something that makes more sense. It's just like, I don't know, like the Deviant Police. I think I'll just call them that from now on. Anyways, Rekka says, on top of that, we're deserters. I can't go back. I'll just end up bothering my mom and dad. Ilya says, then how about we head to Naus like we originally planned? It's not like we have anywhere else to go. Spada says, I heard there's a reincarnator there. How are we going to get there, though? I think it's just past the southeast. Oh my, as expected of Sir Rekka, Mr. Walking Dictionary right here. She's such a bitch. I fucking loathe her. Anyways, Spada says, Ilya, cut it out. Fine, I'll forgive you just this once. Koda says, Ruka, you better thank Ilya for her kindness. I would advise him otherwise. Ruka says, thanks. Ilya says, let's go. Ruka says, sure. Turns out that I was Ashura, someone I look up to. I also met allies from my past life, but everything's not really sunshine and rainbows. My enemies from my past life still hate me, and it seems that these past memories and powers are getting harder to handle. To think it would end up like this. I just want to go home. Ruka, stop daydreaming and let's go get something to eat in Naus. Ugh, what is with, like, Japanese video games and extremely violent female bitches? And somehow, like, always that working out. Like, if a girl or a boy hits you, like, you should not consider that person seriously ever again. My god. Anyways, hey, what's at... Hold on, that's the Western Front. We're supposed to go to Naus. It's just southeast. Oh my god. Spada says that mercenary earlier was our enemy in the past, but he didn't swoop down on us the moment that he saw us. Yeah, so there are those kinds of people out there too. I'm glad we were able to talk to him. I hope the next time we meet we'll be able to hear a little bit more. Spada says that mercenary? Those guys are dangerous on the battlefield, you know? Ilya says, that means we won't be able to meet him outside of the battlefield. Do you want to go back to the front lines? Ruka says no. Spada says, well, it can't be helped. Ruka says Hypnos. I want to meet him again someday and apologize properly. Ilya says, hi. Spada says, you're sure happy. Well, of course. That Cheeto, whoever, woman finally disappeared from my sight. And you're not even bothering to hide it from Ruka. Very cool. Ain't I? Ha ha ha. I wasn't praising you. She must be pretty happy if sarcasm isn't getting through. Ruka sighs. Spada says, "Why are you so depressed? Are you really that into Chitose?" "Well, not really, but since she's gone, I'm kinda lonely." "You know that she and Ilya definitely won't get along, right?" Ruka says, "It sure would be nice if they did get along. Ilya's the one who proposed that we gather information in the first place. Then why don't you tell her that?" "Absolutely not. If I told her, who knows what she'll do?" Spada says, "Then give up." "Yeah, maybe." Ugh, I want to go home. "What's up, Ruka? You look down." "Oh, nothing, Koda. Don't you miss your home?" "My home? Is it that place where you can eat?" "I guess so." So, Ruka is also a gourmand. Are you curious about what Koda eats there, though? "Not really. That's alright. If we just ask Ilya, she'll prepare us some food." How foolish of me to think that I could ask Koda for advice. Yup. I have like 55 points left. And I need a lot more. How many CP cost 3? Oh, yeah, that was like 80. Ruka, keep like mixing up my pronunciation of it. I like Ruka more, but Ruka is faster to say, so I feel like I'm like mixing it up a little bit in my brain. Doesn't appear that we need a nap. Looks like we got some new swords, though. Osafune. Except for him, he doesn't get shit. Well, we got some new gear, so that's cool. Oh, so this is Regnum Pass. Yeah, Naus is just a way after this. Stop talking about pointless stuff and let's hurry up and cross this. I loathe her. I loathe her heavily. Do not be with abusive people. Trust me, it's not good. It's not good, and it will never get better. Kinda weird that it clouded this place out after I've already been here. kind of blows my mind that this game was never brought over to the US either. It's a really good game so far. And I'm probably going to speedrun it on New Game Plus. There's categories for it, but nobody's ran it, which is odd to me. Because usually when you submit for a new category, you have to submit a run. You know, because then there's like something on the board. But there's nothing there yet, so... picked up a life bottle. Ooh, the first episode of this had me losing my voice a little bit. It was just like pure talking. Which, not shocking, most, you know, starting of a JRPG will do that to you. Kind of has to establish itself. Haha, free shits. There's words etched on the stone, but it's unreadable. Do not cross this bridge. Guess there's nothing this way either. Is red maybe that these enemies are like extra dangerous, or I've been ambushed? I don't really know. There we go. Can heal from the menu, so should probably be doing that more often. We've gone down far enough. The base of the mountain must be near now. Climbing up and going down the mountain has made Coda tired. You're right, it is tiring. Let's catch our breath. I don't think we have time for that. Look. Oh my, is that an egg bear? Coda says something suddenly appears. Spada says, don't worry, Ruka, you can tap out and leave it to us, Ruka. I can't sit idly by while my friends are taking all the risks. Good answer. Let's go. This game is so cute. I'm digging the music. I'm digging the art style. I'm digging the plot so far, even though parts of it are mistranslated. Oh, man. There we go. At least I saved myself. Ruka says, that was tough. Not bad, Ruka. Your sword fighting was exactly like Ashura's. Really? You think so? Who do you think I am? Anyone can recognize Ashura's sword style. Why, thank you. Alright, lovebirds, that's enough. Time to get moving. Just because we're having a moment here doesn't mean you can go ahead and sulk. I'm not sulking, it's just that we don't have much time. Let's go. God damn. I fucking hate that bitch. So much. So very much. Coda can no longer move. Hungry. I believe now is southeast. Guess we'll have to hang on a little bit longer. Come on, Coda, we're almost there. Let's go. We've entered the holy city. Naos. So this is Naos. What a beautiful place. The greenery is so relaxing. So Ilya, where's the reincarnator? I don't know. You don't? I just heard about them from rumors. There's a saintess who can perform miracles. So you brought us all the way here just because of a rumor. We deserted the army just for this? And we're not even sure if this saintess is actually a reincarnator. Blah blah blah, shut up, Ruka. You're the smartass here. Think up a plan or something. That's kind of, shitty of you, bitch. Well, if this person is famous, then maybe it'll be helpful to ask around about them. Spada says, as expected of our little sweetie Ruka. Doesn't seem like a bad plan. Let's go check out the city. Agreed, says Coda. Ruka is sighing. Ilya says, boo. Ruka says, Ilya, what's up? He didn't even flinch. What's the matter? It's nothing. That weak response makes it sound like it's a big deal. I was gonna dodge her question. I shouldn't fall asleep here. I feel kinda sluggish. Are you the type that can't fall asleep without a pillow? You seem like that type. This is why I don't like fussy people. Anyways, you gotta eat and exercise a lot. After all, you look so frail and thin. I guess I do look like that, huh? Don't worry about it. Live life to the fullest and die feeling refreshed. You're right. Wait, but I don't want to die yet. It sure is peaceful. Maybe it's because the battlefield is far from here. You're right. I'm sure there's some tasty food. I'm sure that's not going to be a one-note character. Anyways, the peacefulness here is pretty nice. Let's take it easy for a while, especially since Ruka seems tired. Right, since we're looking for a reincarnator, we might as well just wander around the town. Wander? Can't be helped, I guess. Yay, Coda's gonna look for some food. What's the meaning of this? There's a deviance that was discovered among the town's clergy. Oh, I'm sorry, are you travelers? If you're looking for the saintess, you won't find her here. First of all, why don't we try to ask the people around this area? Right, if she's popular, then the people in the area should know something about her. Already did that shit, motherfucker! Let's have a nap. Ruka says, well, Spada, good night. Hold on, Ruka. What do you think you're doing trying to sleep before I do? Huh? Is there anyone else here right now? No, just us two. Right, we're the only ones here and it's nighttime. We have to go have a conversation. About what? Hey man, no need to play dumb with me. There's only one thing we can talk about right now. What do you mean? You really don't know? Yeesh, you're slow. Can't be helped. Whisper, whisper. Whoa, no I'm not. I've never. Your face is all red, so what do you think? I've never done it in the first place, and even if you asked me, I don't know. Dude, don't be such a goody two-shoes. Spill it. Ilya says, shut the hell up. Do you know what time it is? Can't you both just shut up? I'm trying to sleep here. If you make one more sound, I'll make you sleep outside. Really? Really, bitch? Spada says, let's go to bed. Yeah. Fuck her. Honestly, I hope she gets murdered. Oh yeah, that's the same skit I've already looked at. Is there any free shit? I am here to collect free shit. Tony's Diary, Part 2. Well, not getting whatever that trophy is. Probably. Speaking of purring, it's a cat. The cat says meow. Obviously. Spada says, let's go. Ruka says, sure. What's wrong, Ilya? Something feels off about you today. Like what? Ruka, what happened to your sword? Oh, that's it. What a relief. Wait for me. I'll go back and get it. How could he forget something that big? He seems to be worried about something. Ruka is earning the title Forgetful Boy. Actually, I should check some of these titles. He seems to be... Yeah, we're good there. Sorry, but I can't bring myself to talk with anyone at the moment. Come back later if need be. Got a dock? Hickory dickory dock. We're on a dock. Pilgrims from all over the world used to come here to see the Saintess, but now it's... Ha! What does that mean? What are you trying to say, buddy? I should make that apple pie every now and then, but I don't remember where I put the recipe. I'll have to look for it. Most of the residents here are farmers. Industrially, there's nowhere near... No, we're nowhere near Regnum, but our food supply is as good as any in the world. You guys are travelers, right? Here, take this if you'd like. We just harvested this cabbage. Raw, boiled, fried, roasted, pickled. Is there nothing this wonder veg can't do? I'm very proud of it, so I'd like someone to try it. I've actually seen some really interesting looking recipes for cabbage online, and I've never tried to do anything with it before. Oh, wow. Where we live, when a child is misbehaving, we threaten them to take them to the Forest of Sorrow. Oh boy. Salad. Is this like a recipe? Okay, well, we learned some recipes. Wait, it looks like there's... Yep. Some stuff. I think these are all, like, tactics that we can use. Might be nice to have them for later when enemies start getting harder. Oh, ho, ho. What's in here? Get some music change. This is very nice music, actually. Huh. It's adorned with a sophisticated sword. Somehow it feels nostalgic. It's not the first time I've run into one of these swords. Coda says that is... Wait, Coda. Damn it. It's tasty. This apple is the best. Don't act on your own. Wait, what are you eating? Young miss, is this rat yours? It's mine. Is something the matter? Well, it stole my food. What the heck are you doing? Didn't I tell you it's bad to do that? This apple fell, so it's different. What are you saying? Ruka says, I apologize. Let me pay for it. Still, the young miss should properly discipline her pet. If she doesn't, that rat is gonna get it sooner or later. Well, good day. The apple was delicious. Coda, you're not getting any food today. Cruel Ilya. Coda did nothing wrong. No excuses, no meals until you reflect on what you've done. Ilya, you're mean. You're an ogre. You're a demon. That monkey is pretty smart. These two are just the same. I know, right? Ilya earned like owner, like pet. Wow. Pet owners have a responsibility to train their pets. No shit. The Saintess has been captured. She's not a bad person. Why are the soldiers such meanies? It looks peaceful here, but there's an army base beyond the forest. I'm afraid someday this place will also be affected by war. The monsters nearby attack with poison. Poison is nasty because it gradually reduces your HP. The higher your hit points, the more it takes. Luckily, it won't kill you, it'll only drop your HP down to 1. You'll recover after a little bit, but it's also useful to have some poison bottles. Here, take this with you. Your pilgrims? To think that the youth have that much faith. Praise be to Cielo. What a strange thing to infer about somebody. Wow, there's already better weapons? It's kind of bizarre. Let's sell this mess. Why is this yellow? Maybe it's used for something interesting later. Or maybe it's because it's not our property. We're supposed to give it back to that one kid. Oh, I thought I equipped all of them. Monster feather and fur. So these I think are just like for money. And I should probably have her do this. Let's see. Oh my, look at all those ingredients. I saw the destruction of the cathedral with my own 2 eyes. That's the power of a deviant, isn't it? I can see why everyone calls them demons. There's no way you can do that if you aren't one. Oh ho ho. I wonder where I dropped it. Is something the matter? I dropped a brooch. Could it be this? We picked it up at Regnum Pass. Ah, that's it. Thank you. If you'd like, you can have this. Sandwich recipe. It's easy to make and delicious, so please give it a try. Oh, I know who that is. That's the Wonder Chef. I, once again, shall bring happiness to the world. The wonderful chef, Wonder Chef. After everyone's demands have been answered, I have appeared. No one called for you. You invited yourself. Ah, is that it? Ah, I'm sorry. After I finally gathered the courage, I knew it to be impossible. Can we help you? Yeah. Thanks to today's fortune, our paths have crossed. What's with this response? So, what do you want? If you don't have any business, we're gonna go ahead. I'm sorry. Would you like to have this? Pardon me. What's up with this piece of paper? Could it be a recipe? So that you'll be able to try this recipe, please accept these ingredients. Not that we're ready for this. Why do we have to do this anyway? You don't have a reason, don't you? What the hell are you guys doing asking pointless questions? He's giving it to us for free, so just shut up and take it. Aren't you curious? Well, now that you mentioned it, why are you giving this to us? To propagate the magnificence of cooking. The Wonder Chef's mission is to explore the world, to teach recipes to mankind, and bring forth happiness to everyone. To sum it up, oh yay, Coda wants to help. Thanks, you guys are the first ones who actually stopped and listened. Well, that's nice and all, but can we get any more ingredients? What do you mean? You know, ingredients that we can use. Don't you have any more? Sorry, I don't have that much today. So basically you're broke. What if I give you guys 3 bundles of ingredients each? Would it be alright? Can't be helped. We'll let you off this time. The sweet snack is popular at festivals and fairs. It restores 10% TP. Adios, amigos, says the Wonder Chef. That guy is weird. Do you think so? I think he's wonderful. Time to get moving. Alia's in a good mood. Ha ha ha. The church had no power. It couldn't accomplish anything, but with Master Matthias, the church has been reformed. She will be the one to lead our people to the Utopia and save them. The town's cathedral was built as a symbol of the church's influence, but without the blessings, there were fewer believers and pilgrims, and ultimately, they had to desert it because of a lack of funds. It's a shame because the donations were a valuable source of income for the town. Okie dokie. Huh. I don't think I miss talking to anybody. Not quite sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Let's just do a quick chat with everybody marathon. Well, I stayed at the inn. I went to the... What is this G thing? Maybe I forgot to go in there. Oh, G for Great Shop. Yeah, I was already in here. Maybe I didn't talk to everyone at the inn. I definitely talked to everyone at the church, though. There's only 2 people there. And I have a guide as backup. Not a big fan of using guides, but you know. I guess I'm supposed to go to a western part of town, to a guild. So that's intriguing, because I saw no such building. But I have a feeling the Forest of Sorrow or whatever is going to be our next thingy? destination, rather. I'm so eloquent with words. Maybe there's some building I can go in over here that I missed. Oh, I guess I was supposed to talk to her twice. This is the famous attraction of the holy city of Nos, the Grand Cathedral. Sure got wrecked. I wonder what happened. Since there was a saintess that can perform miracles, I thought this person might be the lead of the church, but it looks abandoned, so what do we do now? Isn't it obvious? Let's ask around some more. That's right, what Ilya said. Oh god. That doesn't seem tedious at all. Let's go back to the town entrance and sort some stuff out. In the end, we weren't able to gather enough information. Not yet, we haven't asked everyone. Let's go ask around some more. Pardon me, but are you perhaps young Master Spada? Hartman? Indeed, young master, it is I, Hartman, your family's former butler. It is of great honor to know that I still remain in your memories. I don't think we should stand around talking. Young master? You mean Spada is also a rich kid? I may not be aware of where you came from, but it is a shame that you are not aware of the Belforma name. The Belforma family has produced countless military leaders who have never failed to protect the capital. Ah, so that's what that was. I thought it sounded familiar. Well, pardon my ignorance, I'm just a stupid backwater country girl. Oh god. This girl does herself no favors. Anyways, Lord Spada, how many times has this old man told you that you should choose your companions more wisely? Please choose servants who properly know their manners. A servant? I may look like a servant to you, but I am a village chief's daughter. Ah, then you shall make a perfect servant. Perhaps time in the Belforma household should instill some manners in you. This guy makes me angry. You made Ilya angry. Evil grandpa. Hartman, don't be rude. These two are my friends. Oh, so you were the young masters. My apologies. We've grown tired from our long journey. Can you guide us to somewhere we can rest? Doesn't matter if it's cheap. Well then, you can come to my house. I'm afraid it might be a bit humble, though. That's fine. Take care not to be rude to these two, as you wish. I apologize towards my ignorance. My house is over here. Yeah, I kind of figured it was the only one with a fucking open door. I shall be heading home to prepare, if you'll excuse me. Seemed like Ruka and Spada were about to have gay penis sex until bitch girl wandered in. Ruka says, young master, shut the hell up. Don't make me ditch you. Got some more titles. Titles, baby boy. Young master. Let's be nice to him. I don't think Spada likes being called that. Oh, it's fine, because I want to call him that. Ain't that right, young master? It's totally fine. Not. Got that? Not fine at all. I'm not a young master. That said, so you're rich, huh, Spada? Pardon me, I should have addressed you as young Master Spada. The Belforma family is one of the capital's distinguished noble families. I'm honored to be able to speak to one in person. Oh, shut it. I'm not even a noble. So, why did you choose to abandon your noble life? Wouldn't you be rich, even if you do nothing? Well, I gotta live after all. Of course they'd still take care of me, but that's mean, and it would be a burdensome. What do you mean? I have a lot of older brothers, you see. Consider that, and I would have nothing. I'll just end up as a tool to get married off to some other noble. Oh, marriage is nice. That's not the point. Anyways, don't you think being taken care of is something to be ashamed of? Ain't that fine? If you have the chance, just take it. If you're telling me to be satisfied with being taken care of while living off someone else's money, then I'm not convinced. After being raised under the 5 pillars of chivalry, I've decided to take it to heart and live by it. That's why I have to become an independent person first. Such fine ambition. I think so too. Shut it. I'm just a delinquent. Okie dokie. Spada says, so Ilya, are you really a village chief's daughter? That's right. Got a problem with it? Oh yeah, you came from the southwest, right? I've heard that guns are quite popular there. Makes sense. No, it doesn't make sense. You think I'm this rude, uncivilized person, don't you? Yep. That's not it. It's not common to see guns in the capital, let alone a female gunman from the southwest. Then fine. Well, let's just leave it at that. Hartman said that his house was over there, but I wonder where it could be. Well, he said it's over there, so it's over there. Yeah. Where's over there, then? Coda, what are you doing? If you go to the town square from the main entrance, turn left, and Graham's house should be at the end of the street. Lols. If I remember correctly, yeah. I've been waiting, young master. Could you not call me that? I'm afraid not, as you have not performed your coming-of-age ceremony yet. Until then, you shall always be my cute young master. I'm never going back to that place, at any rate, as if they'd let me take that ceremony in this situation. Then it's best you give up on that, young master. Oh god. Let's see, this guy's Ruka, that annoying girl is Ilya, and this one is Coda. Thanks for your hospitality. Milda, are you perhaps from the family that owns the Milda Company? Yes. Oh my, the Milda Company and the House of Belforma have known each other for quite some time. From now on, please take good care of the young master. I'm Ilya. Coda is Coda. You do indeed seem to be lacking in your etiquette, but no matter. I was once employed as the Belforma's butler. You may address me as Hartman. Sorry to interrupt, but we're all starving. Oh, pardon me, then allow me to have the privilege of preparing something for you all to eat. Unfortunately, I was unable to call the head chef, but please make yourselves at home. I see, and to even reach Naus, it must have been quite a journey. And to think that the young master's strength was because he was a reincarnator. It makes sense. Woo, I thought you'd be furious because I let myself get caught as a deviant and brought shame on the Belforma name. This old man is no longer part of that household. I'm nothing but an ordinary senior citizen. On that note, I might have a lead about that reincarnator you were looking for. Really? Lucky us. What kind of lead? Have you seen the town's grand cathedral? Yeah, it's all smashed up. That's because of the Saintess Angie's power. So she's the one who destroyed the cathedral. Indeed. Are you perhaps aware of the fracture? I believe it was the point when the church started to lose its authority. The church was established to garner forgiveness from the Celians. It took on the role of a messenger who delivered our prayers to Cielo in exchange for the Cielans' mercy. And I believe that mercy is what brings forth miracles, which are also known as the Cielan arts. Correct, but ever since the fracture, the church has lost its ability to perform these miracles. But the rumors say that the Saintess could do it. Yes, decades after the fracture, only the Saintess was able to do such a thing. With only a prayer, Lady Angie was able to make the blind see, the crippled rise, and cure any illness, no matter how uncurable. And that's Cielan arts. And that must mean that the Saintess must be a reincarnator like us. And so, people from all over the world made a pilgrimage to see the Saintess. The offerings the pilgrims brought caught unnecessary attention, and eventually the cathedral was attacked. Bandits? What happened next, though? Alone, the Saintess headed toward the cathedral, and all of a sudden, it had collapsed. All of the bandits ran away, and the pilgrims were unharmed, but afterwards, some ill rumor began to spread. In an instant, the deviant police appeared, and the Saintess was captured in order to set an example. What the heck? No one tried to stop him? At that moment, deviants already had a bad reputation. The pilgrims did not waste any time handing her over to the authorities. That's just disgusting. Where was she taken? Perhaps she might have been taken to the Naus base past the Forest of Sorrow, since, aside from officials, the military also came looking for her. Spada says, the Naus base, huh? Got it. Let's rest here for the night and head off at first light. Young master, I presume that you intend to save her. I'm pleased to see that your knightly spirit is alive and well. Do you still remember what I taught you about the way of the knight? Yeah. Rest thine heart upon thy blade to become a shield for others. Upon thy right hand lie order, and on the left pride. Slay thyself, and be reborn as an exemplar, upon which the needs of others are foremost, as thou tread upon the path of the righteous. Those are the Belforma's 5 pillars of chivalry. I may forget my own name, but I'll never forget that. As expected. Coda says, I'm full and sleepy. As you wish, please have a good night's rest, saith Hartman. Yet they are not resting, Ilias still being a bitch. Shut up. Don't you think it's time to stop calling me a young master? Still, your meeting with Hartman felt like a reunion. Gramps retired due to old age 4 years ago. He worked for my family as a stable hand 2 generations ago. That said, he's been in the household for a long time. Aren't you being ungrateful, not letting him see you grow into a fine young man after that many years of servitude? He was so considerate of our circumstances earlier that he let us stay in his home, you know. Well, yeah, after all, Hartman was the only one who looked out for me back at my place. Being the youngest with a lot of older brothers, and not much to my name, it just makes sense that I was neglected. So you won't inherit anything, even though the Belforma household is very wealthy? Including me, there's 7 of us. I'm pretty much a nobody. I see. Gramps was the only one who acknowledged me. He was the one who trained me so that I can be a fine knight, but one day he suddenly collapsed. After that, he never returned to the mansion. Going back to a home without him, what's the point? So that's why you left. It's good that you got to see him then. I had no idea that he was living in Naus at all. Well, he seems pretty lively right now. I wonder if he collapsed because of me, says Spada. May. Spada says, we're gonna head off to save the Saintess now. Hartman says, it makes me happy to see that you're still unwavering even in the face of danger. You remind me of myself when I was younger. Are you messing with me? You know I'm just the prodigal son who's basically a nobody, right? Young master, your position within the family has nothing to do with this. What's important is your demeanor as a knight. I told you, I'm not fit to become a knight. Yet still, for me, you will always be my cute young master. Please do visit any time. I'll be back. Well, we're leaving now. Have a safe journey. Feel free to stop by any time. Coda says, bye, Gramps. Your meals were tasty. Thanks for the hospitality. Can I have that fucking sword? Can I have this free sword? I apparently cannot take it. Spada says, hey, Ruka. What? What does the fracture mean? Oh yeah, I didn't really catch that either. Huh? You don't know? Anyways, it seems to have something to do with Cielo. Let's see, it was the point when the church started to become unable to use miracles. Why? I don't know. Isn't it because Cielo disappeared? Ilya says, wow, you're dense. My point is, why does Cielo's disappearance have anything to do with them being unable to use miracles? Oh, that's because Cielo uses prayers as a way to maintain itself, right? Yeah. That's why it was called the fracture. I don't get it. Explain it better. It's because it's what Cielo gives in return for that thing humans give, right? Sorry, Spada, you lost me there. Ruka says, in summary, Cielo gathers people's prayers and lets them use Cielan arts in exchange. Exactly. Oh, I see. Basically, the effect of Cielan arts, blessings, whatever, was then called miracles. Yep, exactly. Got it now? For some reason, the way you said it makes me angry. Yikes. Hartman mentioned it earlier, but what did he mean about your family and my family getting along? I think that's probably because your family invests in my family's stocks. The Mildas are pretty much famous for being a merchant family after all. Perhaps because of the Mildas house's reputation, the Belformas were able to invest in them. So basically my family lends yours money? Not exactly. Spada says it can't be helped. I see, so my family lends your family money. I guess that's just how it is. I won't extort money or act arrogantly towards you, so don't worry, man. Whatever, let's leave it at that. Since he's a ding-dong. Rest thine heart upon thy blade to become a shield for others. Upon thy right hand lay order, and on the left pride. Slay thyself and be reborn as an exemplar. Yeah. Right, it's the Knight's Creed. I had to learn it by heart before I was allowed to wield a wooden sword. And the pillars are conduct, setting an example, self-sacrifice, justice, and loyalty. Wow, you got that instantly. I had to recite that 100 times before I figured it out. Then, they didn't tell you what they were? Nah, they said that it's more important to learn it on my own. They didn't even teach me etiquette. They just said, I'll know what to do when the time comes. What an interesting way of thinking. I have a lot of brothers, so maybe it's just because it was a bother to teach me. That's not true. Of course it is. I have 6 brothers. 6? As expected of a noble family. If that's the case, it can't be helped, I guess. I know, right? Still, to think you're not just some delinquent. What are you saying? Are you making fun of me? No. I was just kidding. Don't get scared now. This guy really is a delinquent. Anyways, some bond has increased, which I still have no idea what that does. Oh. Nope, wrong way. We'll be heading southeast past the Forest of Sorrow towards the Naus base. That's where the Saintess is. What's wrong, Ruka? Seeing Hartman and Spada reunite made me wonder about if my mom and dad are worrying. Of course they are. You ran away from home after all. I suppose I did. How about you, Ilya? Have you ever wanted to go back? Never. I told myself that I won't do that. I won't let anyone suffer because of my past life. I'm gonna walk on my own path myself. I won't let anyone use me either. The Genesis... I'll never give up. We'll get it before Mateus does. But we'll end up getting chased by the army and the church. Can we even handle it? And those we met that remembered our past lives were all enemies. Then why don't you go back home? I can't go back even if I want to. Sorry. I'm really sorry that I got you involved in this. I didn't intend to cause so much trouble. It's just as you said, Ruka. We'll be running away from the army and the church. You'll get captured even if you try to go home anyway, so why don't you just hang out a little longer? So I'll just end up being caught even if I go back, huh? No doubt about it. They know who we are after all. They must be monitoring our homes at this very moment. You're not worried about your own family, Spada? Nah, I bet they're happy they finally got rid of me. Besides, I don't really get along with my dad and my other siblings. But you know, Ruka, you're fine to go home if you want. Leave Ilya to me. It's not just that though, right? Why did you come with us? Like I said, you two are my friends. I don't really need a reason. I just came up with you guys because I feel like it's the right thing to do. Righteously tread the path of justice. It's one of the 5 codes of knighthood. I'm sorry, Ilya. No, I'm sorry. Take care of yourself. That's wrong. I'm not gonna go back. I'm going with you two. Really? Are you sure with that? I was just happy that I was able to tag along with you two. That I was Ashura, that I was able to make friends. The thought of it just makes me happy, but from now on it's different. I'm not just tagging along, I'm walking alongside you. You idiot, what the hell are you saying? You're just a goody two-shoes. You're nothing but a dummy. Idiot? Dummy? I haven't been called those before, so I'm a little shocked. But that's fine. After all, I worried about something so simple, and I even made you sad. That's why, Ilya, please don't cry anymore. I'm not crying. These are just, you know, sweat in my eyes, that's all. Idiot, dummy, come on, let's go. Right then, all good here? Yeah, sorry I made you worry. It's fine. Besides, this means that we've managed to gather 3 people that we share memories with. You know, I think there's some kind of meaning to this. Some kind of meaning? Why am I in this world right now, at this time, at this place? Why was I born? And what meaning does that reason hold? The answer to that is in... Huh? After this, you better see this through to the end. You'll walk alongside us, right? I won't let you wuss out of the journey halfway. Got that, Ruka? Of course. Now let's go to the southeast. Got Dummy Ruka title. Oh, a little bit more defense doesn't sound bad since I was getting chewed up earlier. Ruka said some fine words. He showed me what kind of man he is. At any rate, that's just a one-time thing. Coda agrees. Ruka's a coward. Coward? No, it takes a lot of courage to say something like that, you know? You know that string bean is giving it his all for you, right? Ain't it wrong to treat him so harshly? Spada's right, Ilya. You shouldn't treat him that way. I know, I'm just saying. That's so? Well, then that's fine. Who does he think he is, acting like he knows Ruka? He's been with me longer than him. Yeah, well, they're both boys. Ilya says, "What's wrong? You look pale." "Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that Spada's really scary." Coda says, "That's true, Ruka. Spada's a delinquent, though." Sheesh, at any rate, maybe he just acts that way because that's just how he is. No, that's wrong. He's not scary. He has a strong sense of responsibility. That guy? Yeah, people with a strong sense of responsibility are the type to expect the same things from their companions. Spada will never acknowledge someone irresponsible as a man. Is that so? Maybe girls can't understand. You see, us guys have to protect something, and Spada lives to protect his friends. That's why he will never forgive anyone that tries to harm them. In exchange, he's really reliable. That might be the case, but I don't really get what you mean. Anyway, my point is that Spada will only show that side of himself to his friends. Then I'll look forward to it. Coda will too. How passionate. Boys will be boys. Ilya says, "Hey, you don't have any friends, do you?" Ruka says, "That's a blunt question, but yeah, you're right. I don't really mind, just knowing that I was Ashura is enough to make me happy." Really? Because, you know, I've always looked up to him, right? It's like a dream come true. Isn't it romantic that I got reunited with Inanna thanks to some grand fate? Yeah, sure. Isn't that a bit cold? The Forest of Sorrow. Oh, I like these beats. What is this place? My belly button's tingling. That means this place is dangerous. When he said the Forest of Sorrow, could it be that Forest of Sorrow? What's up with you? You just said it twice. To be honest, my brother's unit got annihilated here. Annihilated? This place is famous for the number of people that disappear within it. Even the most experienced person can get lost in the fog. On top of that, I heard that the ecosystem and monsters come out here are alien to this world. But there's no alternate route. We could take to the base. Let's get moving. I'm sure we'll make it. And if the army can get annihilated in this place, they probably won't think about going in here. Dang right, says Spada. We can only advance at this point. Now let's go. Ruka says, "I did not expect this development. My determination has weakened." About what you said earlier. The army getting annihilated. Oh, I meant the unit in which one of my older brothers belonged to. But why would the army make a base near this place? Most likely they're researching something highly classified. They put the base there so that no one could just accidentally stumble into the building and find out what's inside. My older brother didn't really explain it very well, but apparently you can reach the base from Naus by sea. Then what's your brother doing here? Didn't I say? Apparently it's because the ecosystem here is different from outside. The monsters that appear are near unbeatable. Maybe my brother came here to gather samples to be used against the weapons being developed by the army. Ruka says, "Spada sure knows a lot. Cut it out, I'm only repeating what my brother told me. This just made me realize that my family are a bunch of warmongers. become a shield for others in cases where you'll have to protect someone. You're most likely going to have to fight someone else. What the hell? My atmosphere changed. So that's the forest mechanism. Try and keep close, Ruka. The enemies are going to be stronger from here on out. Let's cover what they'll be doing. Enemies will start using enraged attacks. These attacks cannot be interrupted, but there is a way to deal with them. The more you attack an enemy, the more likely they attack you with an enraged attack. If you're about to be hit, press the guard button right before it hits you. You'll cancel their attack into a guard counter. It's hard to explain, so let's try it out. Alright, so we press square at the right time. I don't even know if I succeeded or not. I just say let's move on. I gotta stop using the analog stick when I'm attacking, because it's not working very well when I'm trying to input my arts. I thought I saw that I picked up an accessory, but I must not have. It was probably an apple gel or a mackerel or something. Ruka says, we've only been fighting tough enemies lately. Ilya says, geez. Even I feel like giving up. Coda says, it's tingling. I think we're gonna be in trouble. Spada says, you gotta be kidding me. What the hell is that thing? Oh my. It's Mr. Dingle. He would like a Pringle. Yeah, this is unwinnable. How is this possible? It's so unfair. Why will our attacks not work? That is because the world they belong to does not share the same laws as yours. Who are you? We meet again, Ruka. You, if I recall correctly, you're that guy from Regnum. Ruka, who is this? Forget about me. Is it alright to leave that thing alone? It seems to be getting impatient. At this rate, we don't stand a chance. Well, then let me lend a hand. Is that a Cielan art? Are you a reincarnator? With this, I have bound it to the rules of this world. I have no idea what you're saying. Can you explain it differently? In simple terms, your attacks will not work. Then just say that in the first place. However, this is not entertaining enough, so I think I will assist you a little bit more. Be careful, here it comes. Those were Cielan arts, right? Are you also a reincarnator? Oh, so these are called Cielan arts in this world. Not a bad name, but unfortunately, Those are not Scalan arts, nor am I a reincarnator. Then what the heck are you? My name is Kongwei Tao. I've been waiting for you guys. Then you just kept quiet and watched us fight that thing? You should have helped from the start. Now, do not look so displeased. I figured that you guys would be able to handle it even without my help. First of all, I knew you'd be here. Not die here, rather. I have no doubt that you will lead me to that moment. What are you talking about? Anyway, now that I have done you guys a favor, will you listen to my request? Your request? That's correct. I want you guys to take me along with you. We just met, and you're not even a reincarnator, so why should we? Here we go. Did I not tell you earlier? If I did not help you, then you would not have bothered considering my request. What do you mean? Was it not thanks to me that you defeated that enemy? Just to make it clear, thanks to me? It sure would be troublesome if you meet another creature like that, which is why I'm asking to come along. That's not a request, it's just blackmail. Oh dear, you're quite different from what I imagined, Spada. You seem to be easily agitated. Why do you know my name? Forget that. I already defeated the gatekeeper, so the gate has opened. Huh? What was that? The gate opened. A gate? That's correct. This place is near a space-time distortion. Just now, somewhere within your world, a shortcut is opened. What do you mean by that? You'll get it soon enough. Now then, I'm allowed to join, correct? Sure, that's fine. I'm okay with it too. I get it. Thank you. From now on, let us get along with each other. Kongwei's arts. He possesses a mysterious power. If he gets hit by an enemy spell, he'll remember it and be able to use it immediately. Be sure to check the battle book for more details. Interesting, so he's like a blue mage, kind of. Now space is southeast, right? I'm still unfamiliar with this place, so I'll leave it to you guys to lead the way. If it's food you're after, leave it to me. And you can leave the... Stop saying dumb things and let's go. At least let me finish. Kongwei, when you asked to join us, what is it? You mentioned something called a space-time distortion. Can you tell me more about it? Unfortunately, I know about as much as you do. When the boundary of the world grows thin, strains and distortions start to appear. There, people tend to get lost and disappear quite frequently. Locally, we know this as being spirited away. This happens when a child happens to wander near such a place and disappears. I think I remember Gramps telling me about that when I was a kid. Back then, it was said that the children who get lost were called by Cielo. Good souls will be taken by gods, while the naughty ones get eaten by the reapers. I see, so that's how they interpret it. Ask a bit more. If I recall correctly, you were waiting for us. Well, actually, I made a wager on whether you guys would actually pass through that place or not. What do you mean? Well, the wager was a chance on whether I would be able to catch your attention or not. Consider the reason why I wanted to join your journey to be merely out of curiosity. Okay. The wrong way, maybe. The now space. So, this is the now space. It kind of feels like the Reincarnator Lab. It's a military institution that catches reincarnators like us. In other words, there's a high chance of encountering captured reincarnators. And they're being trained to become tools of war, which I will never forgive. Let's hurry and look for the Saintess. I think there's a town over there. I wonder what kind of person the Saintess is. I'm sure she's gonna be nice, and that she's gonna be really pretty and won't boss me around. Is there something you want to tell us, Ruka? You know, we don't know whether she could be youthful or pretty. For all we know, she could be a grandma. That's right. They never specified whether she's a little girl or a mature woman. I think you're overthinking this. Anyway, we'll know when we meet her. Let's make haste before it's too late. Probably doesn't hurt to level a little bit since I've basically encountered no accidental fights, really. Let's see if our little buddy can learn some magic spells from some of the enemies. Well, nothing over here. I swear I saw a blue dot somewhere. Maybe it was on the other side of the forest we just crossed. Just don't want to skip a town and not have the new gear and get my ass beat when I walk in there, sort of a thing, you know? Or maybe it's just one of those, like, 10 places. Either way, we're going. Yeah, it is on the other side of the barrier thing. Okay. Well, should have just stayed in there. He learned a new skill. I thought I could make some sales here, but all the soldiers are too busy. Would you like to buy something? Probably. Well, we already got all that stuff equipped, don't we? There's no sign of the lift moving. It must be broken. Soldiers of the Imperial Army will have to proceed without getting spotted. I was like, what's really gonna be the consequence of getting in trouble, like just fighting the dude and getting some experience? I'll take it. Apple gels. I am really digging the music. Some Tales games are kind of hit or miss. This one has got it going on. I'm your mama. I'm here to spank you. Sword A. Should go get those items. Yes, I should. It contained a monster, huh? All that for a life bottle? Rude. I was hoping there'd be some more equipment. Got some free money. Bunch of sexy test tubes. What is the meaning of this? Why are people... ... Could they be reincarnators? But why would they be? I think I know. Didn't they mention in the research lab that reincarnators are being used as energy sources for weapons? An energy source? Being treated like this, how dare they? Just because we're reincarnators doesn't mean that we can be used like this. If we're caught by the military, then there's no other way. It seems like there are still many things we do not know. Did you say something? Nothing of importance. Let's continue looking for the same tests. Okay. I really like that the chests show up on the map when you're kind of close to them. Prevents me from wasting a shitload of time, like checking every nook and cranny, which can get really old. To be treated that way just because they're reincarnators is unforgivable. Damn right, we're not really even doing anything wrong. But I think using this power to fight might be wrong too, thinks Spada, right? Of course, bad things are forbidden. Yeah. Why are you so flustered? No reason. Do you think we can save those people? Wouldn't we get attacked if we tried? I guess you're right. Especially if they're the other side soldiers. And we didn't know there was going to be a lot of them in the first place. We can't afford to help them all right now. Our current objective is to rescue the Saint Tess. Yeah, you're right. Let's hurry up. Holy crap, these things are huge. There's a seed inside. What is this, a vehicle? Doesn't seem like a steam engine. I wonder what it's for. Well, since this is a military base, could they be war machines? They seem to be armed with large weapons. War machines. I bet normal soldiers can't withstand a hit from this. Then are those weapons supposed to be used against the reincarnators? That's possible. These give me a bad feeling. Let's not hang out here for any longer. You're right. Let's hurry up and find the Saintess before we have to fight a bunch of these things. Hey, dummy. What are steam engines? Why are you asking me all of a sudden? You mentioned that they don't seem to be steam engines when you saw them. Oh, I did, didn't I? Let's see. Hold on, explain it in simpler terms. I get it, so you can please put down that gun, okay? What do you think will happen when you boil water? Are you dumb? It becomes hot water. But if you heat it a little bit longer, it'll become steam, like how a kettle's lid starts to lift after the water boils. So what? The energy from the steam makes the lid rise. It's also used in steam engines. What the heck? So how does boiling hot water move ginormous trains then? If a kettle's big, then its lid will also be big, right? If you want to move heavy things, you need a bigger engine. That's why you're going to need a huge steam engine for that thing. I see. Those automated war machines didn't seem like they held a big enough steam engine. That's why I thought... Oh... Aelia, are you following me? Yeah, the gist of it anyway. I see. The gist of it. I thought the explanation that Ruka gave earlier was fairly adequate, but was he only able to teach her the gist of it? This kind of rhythm seems to bring up all sorts of difficulty. Pretty much. Hey, Ruka, who do you think is stronger, me or the machine? The robot, probably. What? I know the robot's strong, but at least have faith in me, man. I meant to pick him. I guess I selected... pushed the wrong button or something. Oopsie. Oopsie, oopsie! Shazam. Do you guys hear something? Holy crap, it's that thing from before. It's moving on its own. Look at the back, it's one of those tubes. It must have a reincarnator in it. Voice recognition software activated. Did it just talk? Is someone operating it? Maybe the person in the tube is talking to us. Hey you, wait a sec, can you hear me? Error, voice pattern not recognized, intruder alert. Commencing intruder extermination program. Intruder extermination? Holy shit, that's us! Damn it, it's your fault, dummy! Why are you always blaming me? Oh no, here it comes. All over my face. It likes to touch my wiener with its robot hands. Oh no, it went into overliving. Stab that motherfucker in the fucking face! Is it over? Seems so, but it kind of feels like it's about to explode or something. Then we have to hurry and get out of the room before it does. Doodle-doo!
お、ここ開くぞ。ルカも手を貸せ。
Hey, are you alright? Can you hear me? If I fall here, there will be no point for me to join Census. Did you hear that? She just said Census. Then that means she's a reincarnator. Hey, wake up. Open your eyes. Where am I? Who are you? We heard that the Saintess, Angie rather, was captured and brought here, so we came to save her. Do you know her? Saint Angie? Do you perhaps mean Saint Angie Serena? If that is the case, so you do know her. Indeed, Saint Angie Serena would be I who kneels before you. You? We don't have time for those kind of jokes now. Why are you referring to yourself in the third person? It's too confusing. Hey, we'd like to ask you a few things, so will you come with us? I am grateful that you have saved me, but... What's the matter? We should hurry. I gave in to my emotions and ended up destroying the Grand Cathedral, placing many lives in danger. I'm scared of that power. If I shall just end up hurting others, then it'd be better if you become a tool for killing others without your permission? That is... Would it not make more sense to live and walk the path of recompense than the path of death, where you are repenting for the things that you have done? That's right. Remember, way before the cathedral got destroyed, you were healing everyone's wounds, right? You should use your power to save people. A reincarnator's power isn't purely evil. You reincarnators all saved me, a fellow reincarnator. Indeed, perhaps this may also be Cielo's will. I understand. I shall come with you. That's decided then. I'm Ilya. My past self is Inanna. Coda is Coda. I'm Spada. I used to be the sword Durandal. My past self is Ashura, but now I go by Ruka. Ashura? Do you perhaps mean Census General Ashura? Are you perhaps the tactician, Niphiel? I must say, you sure made it difficult for me. I should say the same thing. You have no idea the amount of trouble that you've given my army. Oh, Census General Asura. Surrender or death, which do you prefer? I shall surrender. I do not intend to die here. You sure gave up easily. I've heard that you're Ratio's most resourceful retainer. We have already achieved our strategic objective. Any more conflict from here on will be futile. So you claim that having your army getting kicked around by mine was part of your objective. Speak! What is your goal here? Fine, you'll get it eventually anyway. My objective was to lead Ratio's civilian army away from here. You see, there just happened to be an unrecorded settlement near here. We weren't able to fully evacuate the civilians before your army ambushed us, but unfortunately we were able to get everyone out unharmed. I have done my duties perfectly. I see. I did notice that your army was quite small. It turns out that your objective was not victory, but instead to buy yourselves some time. And in order to achieve such a feat, it was necessary that an elite tactician, such as yourself, command the army in person. Elite? Absolutely not. I wouldn't have been able to escape otherwise. No, you let yourself get captured so that my army wouldn't be able to harm the civilians. You overestimate me. I think I've taken a liking to you. Fine, I shall spare those civilians' lives and not take further pursuit. I'm honored. You were a Niphiel of Ratio? The tactician officer? I remember that he managed to save a lot of his allies' lives thanks to his never-ending fount of knowledge. He was that Niphiel who was praised by both enemies and allies alike for his sublime, chivalric ethos, God. And now I am merely a nun. Our stances might be different compared to our past lives, but I hope we get along. Of course. I was worried that you suddenly swooped down on us. Shazamo. What the heck was that? Isn't it about time we run away? Can you run, Angie? Yes, although I am a poor runner. If you can argue whether you can run or not, then you can run. Time to get moving. Angie joined our party. Let's see. Move leader. Oh. How do I add people? Ah. Okay, so she hasn't joined our party, like, yet, I guess? My friend's a weird one. We got separated when the soldiers started chasing us. I heard a lot of noise from earlier. Are you guys alright? If you need anything, just let me know. Okay. Shazam. Yeah, nothing new there, really. Using a reincarnator as a source of power. What an interesting idea. Conway, you've been staring at that cylinder for a while now. Oh well, I've not seen these things before. They are strange and interesting to me. Oh right, you guys do not like the idea of reincarnators being taken away for this. Yeah, I can't help but think that it could also happen to me. My mistake. I was unaware that you guys were also reincarnators. I'll be careful next time. Our bond has strengthened. Come here, buddy. I gotta show you my sword. You'll love it. Garum ambushed us. It seems to be the same person who broke through the Western Front, alone. Alone? No fucking way. That's how skilled they are. All hands prepare for battle. Just don't dawdle around. Baby. What's with the commotion? An enemy ambush? It's the perfect time for us to escape. Yeah, let's get out of here. Damn it, I don't get it at all. What's the difference between census and ratio anyway? Weren't they from different countries? Then how are they different? It's quite troublesome if you keep getting angry at me like that all the time. Spada, it is improper to keep asking someone who does not know something. Can you not see that Ruka is about to cry? Oh, I get it. Then why don't you explain it to me? That is not how you should ask others either. Fine. First of all, do you know why Cielo and Taro separated? Wasn't it because the criminals and bums in Cielo got exiled to Taro? And after that, Cielo split even further into census and ratio, right? Indeed. Those who supported and objected to the policy of exile into Terra were eventually called ratio and census. And of course, those who supported the policy were called ratio, and those who objected were called census. That's quite a broad explanation. Don't they have a different race or country? I suppose they would be two different organizations that had contrasting ideologies. Is that so? Well, it's a little bit more complicated than that, but the explanation is easy to understand, is it not? Ratio is the type of group that concern themselves with preserving the order of both worlds. But didn't that lead to Taro being separated, which brought imbalance to Cielo? That's why, to maintain Cielo, human souls were gathered. That was an unforeseen effect that came with Terra's separation. They might have needed to make do with what they could. Apparently, the so-called scoundrels were already in a horde state before they were exiled into Taro. But wasn't the unification of both world census ideology? They seemed like the good guys. Who knows? It seems that census did not really care about it that much, since most of them were quite laid back. Really? Ratio was composed of people who were passionate in preserving order, so they were able to develop a country as well as a military. In contrast, census is composed of like-minded individuals who just did as they pleased. Then the reason Ashura's will was, it is likely that he never told all of census about it. However, since they were the rowdy type, they all gathered around Ashura in search of entertainment. That's quite different than what I imagined. I may have exaggerated a bit, but do you understand the difference between census and ratio now? Kinda. Doom, 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 doom. Oh, right. I believe I have yet to introduce myself to everyone. Now is not the time for that. That's right. We should hurry. Cough, cough. Oh my. Are you alright? It's because you started screaming while sprinting. Shut up, you. I'm not as carefree as you guys. Anyway, let's leave the introductions for when we escape. Exactly. If I could get some free shit. Ilya says, what was that huge thing Angie was in a while ago? Those are called gigantes. Gigantes? I believe those were what the giants in the old legends were called. Correct. Apparently the sinners caught by the Cielo were part of the Gigantes tribe. In the olden days, the church's miracles gave clay dolls life, and these dolls took on the name. Miracles? But they don't work now, right? How do they move? In exchange for Cielan arts, they used reincarnators instead. That appears to be the case. You mean other people like us are inside those things? It seems that any other reincarnators would suffice. However, there is still a matter of compatibility with the reincarnators used, so that is why they are not being deployed quite yet. Let's comfort Angie. Ruka says, wasn't it scary being trapped in there? It might have been, to be honest. Being inside that thing, it just felt like I was sleeping, but maybe if I woke up, I would have been scared. Then we didn't disturb you, did we? You can't help but hate getting out of your bed during the morning, right? Yet I simply cannot sleep forever, so I'm grateful that you woke me up. Anyway, let's hurry up and get the fuck out of here. I feel sorry for the people that are captured, but you are correct. We must escape quickly. Suppose that everyone else got captured. Do you believe it would be less lonely? I don't want that. Just kidding. Our bond has been strengthened. Oh my god. Great timing. Let's take the chance and run while we can. I wonder if surprise tactics are Garam's specialty. I'm sure since Garam's military power is considerably smaller compared to Regnum's forces, Garam has no choice but to rely on ambush tactics such as guerrilla warfare. You sure know a lot about this. Well, it's just what I remember from Ashura's memories. Hey, now it's not the time for chit-chat. Come on, let's move. We've been going on for ages, and we still haven't... You! What's wrong, Ilya? It's you. I think he was called Ricardo. You brats again. Since when did war become a children's playground? Fine, I'm here in search of a woman called Agni Serena. Do you know her? Huh? Why should we tell you? Yes, it's me. You moron, why did you answer him? My name is Ricardo Soldat. My orders are to retrieve you safely. Please, come with me. I'm afraid that these compatriots are already with me. I hope you will not mind if they come along. Apologies, but I can only escort you. My orders said nothing about these brats. What a shame. If that's the case, then I must refuse. You heard her. Get lost, old man. Let me tell you one thing, boy. Adults don't just accept jobs that they can't finish. It's also our responsibility to discipline selfish brats like you. But you let us go last time, why not this time? I told you before, I'm dedicated to my work, and securing Angie Serena is a mission that I will succeed. So you're gonna take her no matter what? Then you'll have to go through us first. So, you really want to do this by force? It's not really my hobby, but maybe a change of plans isn't bad once in a while. Wait, let us try this. Good choice. I promise that I'll treat you well. You misunderstand. Please have this. This is an offering. I suppose that should be enough to terminate your contract. What a fine item. This is more than enough to pay for my contract's penalty fee. Then make a new contract with me. I would like you to escort my friends and I. If you find it insufficient, consider it an advance. You intend to hire me. Very well, I have no complaints as long as I'm paid. Does anyone else have any objections? Yeah, but can we really trust him? Well, he is a self-proclaimed workaholic. It'd be better if he didn't have a motive to take money from both parties, though. But he let us go way before he formed this contract. Whatever, then. I don't mind as long as everyone else is okay with it. It's decided, then. Where to next? Why don't we go back to Naus first? Guess we'll end up troubling Hartman again. Are we gonna eat Gramps' food? Yay, Coda's happy. Wait for me, Gramps. Let's go. Ricardo joined our party. By the way, are you guys aware of what rave is? Sure, that's good to hear. The rave menu is now accessible. Interesting. I'm gonna assume that's over limits. Oh, maybe not. Well, that's the only one we got. So why don't we use that one? Sheesh. In any case, the item you handed over must have been expensive. Of course, it's a platinum necklace that I received from the Regnum capital. It is the pride of the Naus Church. Is it okay to hand over such an important thing? I, for one, think that if money is the solution, then we should be willing to spend it. Is the Naus Church that rich? We receive donations in the form of wheat and wine, so we rarely have to worry about food. Also, there are quite a few believers who donate money and precious metals. So, you mean that food and money just happen to end up at the church? That's one way of saying it, but though it's uncommon for a church to gain its believers through trust through donations, then how do they usually gain a believer's trust? The easiest way is to do selfless acts. Would you like to experience working in a church, Ilya? I'll pass. Even so, that's very generous of you to give away such an expensive item. It's true that money and material wealth are important, but we should not get caught up in them. We should strive to live humble lives. As expected, you're really good at giving sermons. Somehow I agree with it. If we're headed to Naus, we gotta get Angie and Ricardo a heads up. You're right, we have to prepare them for the shock. Even if someone gives them forewarning, it would still be quite shocking. But I feel bad. Then would you want Coda to tell them? That must be it. If you were to convey the message, they might think it is in jest and it will not be as shocking. Leave it to me. What were you guys talking about? Something important. Yeah, a meeting for Angie and Ricardo. And you left me out? There's no way that's important. But it's about you. What? Got a problem with me? They might get shocked when they realize that you're a young master. What the heck? So Coda went off there. Get back here, you rat. Ow, ow, ow. Domestic abuse is banned. Shut up, rat. Oh my. Now animal abuse. That should shut him up. You lot better lay off too, or else. You do know that they'll still find out about it, even if you try to hide it, right? I'm not hiding anything. And it's not like I can do anything about it either, so shut up and drop it already. Isn't Ricardo kinda shady? I'm sure he's got some gross hobbies. Gross hobbies? Definitely, he looks so gloomy. I bet he never has gone swimming at the beach. Ha, definitely not. I bet he's totally not the type to laugh out loud. Definitely not. Bet you that he's not gonna run even when he's late. Definitely not. In contrast, he's the type that trips when he does. That's right. He's totally the type to buy weird machines and use them to bulk up. Can we not speak ill about him when he's right there? It's not sitting well with me. You're such a goody two-shoes. We're just kidding, you know. I know you're joking, but what I was gonna say is, what? Aren't your laughs kinda weird? Huh? Blood out. If you don't want to hear us laugh, go somewhere else. Fine. That dummy doesn't know how to read the atmosphere, am I right? Damn right. I just noticed, but isn't your laugh kinda gross? I don't want to hear that from you. Oh my. Feels like we've been fighting a lot of enemies, have we? If I recall correctly, that was our 100th enemy. You were counting? Yeah. Everyone? Yeah. Is that weird? It's pretty weird. Why are you counting? I'll tell you when the time is right. Okay, so what do I do when the time comes? We'll celebrate. Oh boy, I'm so excited. We're gonna have a number of enemies met party. As if. So no party? Of course not. Aha, the door just opened. Apparently the door corresponds to the shape of the switch. Well, let's move on then. I think they meant color. Color and shape, I guess. Meow. Yeah, I think I'm a little lost on how to make it blue out there so that I can move forward. I think I can only do it from the other room, the other side, but I hit like a yellow switch and then I couldn't go forward, so we'll see what happens. Not that it's necessarily a bad thing to be able to grind for a bit anyhow. Talisman, eh? Yeah, there we go. I think we got it now. Since all the enemies like to go after Ruka, we can just go with that. Oh, that lift actually works. And it's a shortcut back to the beginning. Alrighty. Well, I think I am set for this as an episode. Anyways, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.